Today on Karamo, her grandmother said he's no good for her in a dream.
She said, look, don't be no damn fool.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, when she said that story, I got a little bit of chills.
This psychic medium
Dreams could be a doorway to receiving messages from our loved ones.
Yeah.
will expose a secret.
Because I didn't tell anyone.
Now 2 phones will be unlocked.
How you call me and ask me for sex?
So don't talk about what I be doing to
Bro, you
lie.
capping, bro.
And you won't believe what happened.
But why?
Jeffrey, you're taking off your shirt and your microphone's not on, so no one can hear you. Either you're planning on leaving the stage or you're staying to have a conversation. My guests, Cenquetta and Jeffrey, have been together for 6 years, but she fears he's cheating. And why does she think this? Because of a reoccurring dream. We're unlocking phones and so much more. But first, everyone, please welcome Cenquetta to the show to hear her side of this story. Hi. How are you doing?
Fine.
Have a hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
You got
too.
some beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Come on, sparkling. So please, first, tell me about this reoccurring dream you're having.
Well, you know, when you have intuition, you know, you got to follow your intuition sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't having a good intuition with my relationship with Jeffrey. So,
Okay.
you know, I have a grandmother that she speaks wisdom. So she kept telling me, she said, look, don't be no damn fool.
In your dream.
In my dream.
Okay.
So I had to follow the dream. They gave it a couple times. I didn't listen at first, but I gave it a couple goes, and that one last time, I had to do what my great-grandma
So
told me.
what did Jeffrey say when you told him about this dream?
Well-
Or about these dreams?
Well, I didn't tell him about the dream until after I found out that he cheated.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
hold on. Okay then. And how was your relationship, before you tell me how you found out how you cheated, I wonder, how was your relationship in the beginning?
Our relationship was okay in the beginning. We've been dealing with infidelity issues and insecurity issues the whole relationship. But for the most part, the relationship was good.
Okay. So it was good, but you say y'all been dealing with this. How long y'all been together?
Almost 6 years.
6 years, and when do you say that the infidelity and insecurity started?
For him, on his part, the insecurity started the beginning of the relationship.
Okay.
The infidelity started in April of 2023.
Oh, okay then, so last year.
Yeah,
Got it. And that was on his part?
on his part.
Okay
yes.
then. And so when did the relationship change? Was it at the beginning when that insecurity, or when you found out he cheated?
It changed when I found out, September 11th, 2023, when I found out he cheated.
Yeah. And so how did you find out? Did you start snooping to catch him?
I wasn't snooping at the time. Like I said, I was asking Jeffrey on a daily basis, if not a weekly basis, are we good? Are me and you good? Because, you know, his behavior towards me changed. You know, we stopped talking, we stopped playing together.
Yeah.
It was just, we were just cohabitating. So I felt something. So I kept asking him, like, are we good? Are we good as us? You know, as a relationship, are we good? And he kept telling me yes. But, you know, like I said, my grandma was talking to me. She said, look, you don't be no damn fool. I was going to sleep one day. It's a true story. I was going to sleep one day, and I had just laid down, and I hadn't went all the way to sleep. I was dozing off, and I laid back, and it was almost like she was right next to me. She was like, CQ, don't be no damn fool. You heard me for what I said. Don't be no damn fool. So I got up. I picked that phone up. I took that thumb of his, and I unlocked his phone. And there go the messages right there. All of them. Yep.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, when she said that story, I got a little bit of chills. Because I do believe in those like little moments where like, your ancestors, people with you, they're trying to whisper to you to protect you. And it was very interesting to me when you said that. And the fact that you took action and did a Karamo show and unlocked the phone.
Yep.
And then found out everything. So these are just messages. Why do you want to love me, all of the above, because I felt it when I'm with you. You can't be talking to me like this. I'm pulsating over here. So yeah, he's fully.
And can you imagine how I felt him
You're touching
saying
and
that to
grabbing me.
another woman?
All right, so did you confront any of these women on Facebook?
I confronted the young lady in question. I did. I didn't confront her per se, but I did inbox her and let her know the ramifications of our relationship, how long we've been together, how I felt about him. But I also found out who her husband was, her husband's sister, her mother, her father, her sister, and her church. And I let everybody know what she was doing.
Oh.
I sure did. I let everybody know what she was doing.
Okay, you said Twitter ain't got nothing on a retweet.
Nothing on me.
Okay, you said you're gonna tell everybody.
Nothing on me.
Okay.
I have a lurkologist degree.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm gonna find you.
So you told my producers that you say that Jeffrey was sneaky with cheating. What do you mean?
Because he had got the job in April or May of 2023, and I want to say about June he started telling me, oh, they're gonna give me extra hours at work, so instead of me getting off at 2, I'm getting off at 4. So I was like, all right, cool, because I ain't think nothing of it. But then when I found the messages, someone was like, you better call that job at 2 o'clock and see if he there. Called the job 2 o'clock. He was gone an hour before that.
Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, at this moment, then why stay?
Because it may sound crazy, but I love him. And you know, when you get into a relationship with a man and they tell you that everybody they dealt with did this to them, did that to them, you know, it's on you to want to set a different standard, to let them know that there are different people, there are solid women out here, and I'm one of them. So I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna just give up on you. I know you got issues, I got issues, we all have issues.
Gotta understand. So you say Jeffrey tried to turn this around on you? Did
Oh,
he start accusing you?
He started accusing me. He told me that the reason he cheated was because I kept accusing him of cheating. So.
And is this before or after?
This was the whole time.
So the entire time. That's why you said the insecurities have been since the beginning. So the entire time
He was accusing me of cheating.
He's been accusing you.
And I didn't cheat, y'all. I didn't cheat. I stayed faithful because I wanted him to see that it doesn't matter what you say. You know, I can show you different. Actions speak louder than words. I can show you different.
Yeah, I got it. And so if our Unlock the Phone investigator comes back that he's cheating, what will you do?
He thinks she's rude to him on the phone.
Hello? Like, am I bothering you? Am I interrupting something?
Is she the one cheating on him?
There was a moment that you saw her have a man come to her house.
Yeah.
What happened? Cenquetta and Jeffrey have been together for 6 years, but she fears he's cheating. And why does she think this? Because of a reoccurring dream.
I have a grandmother that, so she kept telling me, she said, look, don't be no damn fool.
In your dream?
In my dream.
Okay.
We've been dealing with infidelity issues in the whole relationship.
If our Unlock the Phone investigator comes back that he's cheating, what will you do?
It all depends because I do love him, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I'm just cold-hearted and I really don't care about him. I do love him. We've been together almost 6 years. It's something there. Now, if he's willing to make an effort to show a change, then we can work it out, I guess.
Well, everyone, let's meet Jeffrey and hear his side of the story. Jeffrey, come on out. How you doing, Jeffrey?
What's up, what's up?
Nothing much. Take a seat for me. So, how do you feel about what you just heard?
Well, what I just heard is like, yeah, I heard everything she's saying, like any other time, but at the same time, just like she said in the beginning, we were having issues. Yeah, we had issues in the beginning. She caught me talking to a female. We situated that.
More than once.
I didn't talk. Can I finish? So she caught me talking to a female.
More than once.
One was just a regular female. One was the mother of my child who passed away, which, you know, around them lines of us talking was more or less about my child, as if I was telling her, which she kept on telling me, what's the basis of y'all having contact if y'all child gone? I was like, because she was there when I was going through that. You know what I'm saying? And every time his birthday come up and his death day come up, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we try to touch bases to see if we still holding up. Like, you still good? But even then, I stopped doing that. So I stopped doing that. After I situated that, Cenquetta was still talking to basically her ex-husband, which she was, you know what I'm saying?
Whom I have a child by.
Who she have a child
whom
with.
I had to keep in contact with because of the situation.
He told
we're
her,
in.
just like this, you found another dude, you feel you could do better than me, I would have left him alone. Like, all right, if you feel that way, bro, I'm not even gonna contact you about your child.
And I did not contact him no more after that.
You did contact him because every time he done told me, you done down talking me to him. Remember, it ain't just you down talking to me to people, bro.
But why?
I don't care why.
But why? I do.
I don't badmouth you to no female to get what I want from another female.
Because you can't. I didn't get anything from him.
Bro,
But I think I want to stay focused on the point of this.
Just
But
like this.
I do want to hear your point, but let me just say this one thing. I do want to stay focused is because if we're going to go off on this train of thought, the thing is that you're telling her that you've had an issue with her talking to her ex, but yet you were okay with talking to your
I wasn't
ex.
okay with it. I started talking to her because she was still communicating with that man.
So it wasn't because you were both
It was-
grieving over your child.
It wasn't. It was more or less like, yeah, we was
That's
grieving,
my
but
issue.
yet alone, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had nobody to talk to. Literally, when I go to work in the morning, I go to work all day without a phone call from her. I can go to work for 8, 9 hours, 10 hours.
So is this one of the
She
reasons why you
won't
think
call me.
is this one of the reasons you think
Of
she's cheating?
course.
I am 42 years old. When we were going to work, everybody out here my age know. Did we have cell phones?
No.
Were we able to call our significant others all day at work?
I ain't say all day.
So when he's at work,
See?
I'm trying to let you work. You
She
know,
say
if
all
you want to
day.
call, when he called me on his breaks or when he had time, I answered the phone. It wasn't like I didn't answer the phone.
You were just
But
conditioned not to bother somebody
when
at
she
work.
answered,
Thank you.
but
And that's
listen to
literally
this.
it. Because
If
still to
she's-
this day,
all right, so
I still don't call him
even if
unless
she-
I need something important at
and
work.
you see, that's the issue. Like I told her, bro, you don't even call me. I basically be calling you and checking on you throughout the day.
Are you asking her to check in because you want to just make sure she's behaving, or is
It's-
just because,
it's
is
more or
it-
less-
or is it because you want her to say
I
hi?
want her to. I wanted at first. It was more or less for me to for her to acknowledge.
say hi. Just say hi. Acknowledge
so after,
you.
After me,
It was never
after
a
me
say
calling
hi.
and calling, and she act like here's how the caller go. Hello. Damn, you irritated with me? Like, am I bothering you? Am I interrupting something? Because you made me feel like that with the way you answered your phone.
You feel like that regardless. It
No,
don't matter
I
what I
didn't.
say
I
to
didn't.
you
I
or
didn't.
how I
I
speak to
didn't.
you. You
I
always
didn't.
feel like I'm
You well.
bothering you.
You lying.
He can call
You
me
lying,
at work.
bro.
He can
And
call
you
me at
still have
work,
a-
and the
you
first
give me
question he asks
attitude,
me,
bro.
am I bothering
And
you?
you know what I-
Like, don't
now,
nobody
look,
want to
the
keep
reason why I
talking.
said-
Somebody's coming
I
off
will
on
say
them all
this.
the
I'm
time.
going to say this.
The
I'm going to say
reason why
this.
I asked that-
Because I've already heard that you have had some bad behavior, so we'll get to that bad behavior. But what I will say is I think there's sometimes a propensity in relationships for us to disregard our partner's feelings because we might not see it their way. But if in the beginning, if he's telling you that I feel as if like maybe I'm annoying you, instead of being like that, no, there's a moment there for us to address it. There's a moment there to have better
she
communication.
put it on as like I'm
get it.
ignoring her.
Yeah, I
so then it's
understand-
like
I understand your feeling.
Okay, so
because then
all
you're
right,
gonna, then
well,
you're gonna
let me
continue
find
to feel
somebody
this.
else to talk to
Because instead of being validated,
I need somebody to at least
To
check-
validate
to
you.
check.
But my issue
Not
is,
even
why do I
validate
have to be
me. Just
talking to
a
somebody
simple
else?
conversation.
It's
Yo, how
val-
your day going?
It's validation. And,
You know what I'm saying?
It's
All right,
validation
word.
and
Cool, it's
acknowledgement.
cool.
That's what it is.
All right, my day good.
It's validation and acknowledement, and
All
you
right.
deserve that as a man.
So,
but
it
but
went
it
from
sounds
that.
like there was issues before.
It was issues
Thank you.
before what?
Before that.
Before what?
Because
Our
it sound-
relationship?
yeah, because since from
Jeffrey
the
has been
beginning.
accused
Now
of me
listen
of
to this.
cheating
Now
since
hold
we've
up,
been
time out.
together.
Now, when I got into this relationship, I didn't want to talk about my past and my relationships. So we ended up talking about them because basically she really wanted to know like what I've been through, and I told her what.
Yes, because
and
I wanted to know what I was
she
getting
been through.
myself into.
But mind you, when I listened to what she got herself into and what she was dealing with, I tried to be the total opposite. When she got what I wanted, what she wanted to hear, it seemed like she used that against me. Excuse my
Got
language.
it.
She used it against me.
I gotta ask you
And
this.
how
I
did
gotta
I
ask you
use it
this
against you?
because there was a
Against me, 'cause
moment.
remember,
because I want to
like-
go back to this cheating really quickly because why you feel this way. My producers told me that there was a moment that you saw her have a man come to her house. And you saw this on the video
Yeah.
camera. What happened?
How you call me and ask me for sex?
Don't talk about what I do doing.
Bro, you capping, bro.
Her grandmother said he's no good for her in a dream.
Oh, you think these dreams are silly?
But everyone is about to wake up and see reality when two phones are unlocked.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Yeah, I heard everything she's saying. We had issues in the beginning. She caught me talking to a female.
More than once.
My producers told me that there was a moment that you saw a man come to her house.
Yeah.
And you saw this on the video
Yeah.
camera. What
Uh-huh.
happened?
What happened was, she gonna say we
And
was
tell the
broken up.
truth.
We were broken up
Tell
as she
the truth.
claims.
Thank you.
But yet our conversation went something like this. We were still trying to get back together around that time.
You lying. You was on
so-
the phone
so
calling
I'm
me
lying?
all types of
So you- so
smuts
I'm lying?
and
Yes,
bees.
yeah, because
so
of
we
what?
wasn't trying to get
So,
back
no,
together.
before that,
we wasn't
bruh,
trying to
we
get back
was,
together.
bro.
Were you
We
engaged in
was,
abusive
bro.
language? Like calling her out of her name?
Yup.
He called me
Okay.
every
Yup.
name under the sun
Yup.
instead
So-
of
Because
the child
so-
of God.
she
that-
called me every name under the sun
Got
too.
it.
You a
So-
lie, because I
Bruh,
didn't
so I
disrespect
want all
you like
kinds
that.
of boys, bitch ass.
Acting like
all this other.
You acted like it.
Bro, you was disrespecting me
when
before,
you acted
and so
like
I disrespected you back. See if you
no,
like
it's not.
Okay.
It was never a
So
disrespect
my question
back.
is,
Tell the truth.
so you were apart. You saw some man in her house.
So listen to this. It was supposed to be our crib together.
Okay.
So the initial thing was, okay, I got the security system for you or whatever. And I'm like, nah, it ain't for me because we got the security system because we were trying to protect our home.
The security
because
system
of the,
was
the
for him
area
because
we
he
was
kept
in was
accusing me
a
of bringing
drug
people to the
neighborhood.
house.
Got it.
So the security system was for him.
In a
That's
drug
fine.
neighborhood.
He had access, full
Yeah, I had
access
access
to
to
everything.
it. But listen to me, when you at just like this, I'm at work for 8 hours. Do you think I'm gonna watch a footage for 8 hours at work when I got
Ask
job?
him when the door opened, did he or did he not call me and ask me what the door opened for, what
Sometimes.
I go outside for?
Sometimes.
So that means you was
Sometimes.
watching.
No.
So that means you was watching. So if you wanted to know,
now, see,
you could
time
have
out,
found
time
out the answers
See,
that
see
you
how
wanted
she
to
said I
know
was watching?
instead of antagonizing
it's not watching.
me.
It's not watching when you get a notification, ding, door open.
I understand.
I'm not watching.
I understand.
It's a notification letting me know that
But
that
you
door
had the
was open.
answers that
but
you
then when
wanted,
I ask questions like this, so what you opening like why is it Pete? Why is it like y'all keep doing
get
it?
it. I
Like, well,
understand.
what's going on, bro?
After she said you found somebody in the house, did she delete you from the account?
Yeah, she
Okay,
kicked me
got
off of it. And now look, now mind you, she kicked me off of it. So
Because
when,
I left
at the time,
video there for you
now
to
listen
see
to
it.
this. So
you left
I'ma
those
keep it honest
messages
with
there
you.
for me to see,
I'ma
didn't you?
keep
You
yeah,
left those messages
yup.
there for me, so I
But
left
ain't-
that video there for
but
you to
ain't-
see.
bruh.
And you saw it. Did you feel good when you saw it?
You said, did I
You didn't
feel
feel
good?
good when you saw it, did you?
Oh, so but it was cool.
But you thought I felt good with them seeing the messages?
Okay, so you said, did I feel good when I saw that? No, I
Yeah.
didn't feel good. But you felt good when you told me you slept with him more than once, right?
How you think
you
I
threw
felt?
that in my face
How
when you
you
said
think
that,
I
right?
felt when I saw those messages?
I slept with him more
Bro,
than
you
once.
had sex with a girl
Remember that
at
you
work,
said that to
bro.
me, my I was like, bro.
Okay.
You had
really?
sex with a girl at work, bro.
Okay,
At
so
work.
You remember you was at
And?
work. I gotta get off at 4, and you was getting off at 2 o'clock the whole
what?
time.
And what?
Don't forget,
And
let's
what?
talk about that.
Now, okay.
I called your job.
Yeah.
He left at 1:30. He left at 1:45, and it's almost 4 o'clock, and I'm calling
Yep.
you, and you still not home. So
Yep.
where was you at?
Yeah, but
Where was you at?
Remember all them times?
So don't talk
remember all
about
them
what
times
I
that
be
was
doing.
calling and
Talk
I
about
wasn't
what
getting
you be
answers?
doing.
And then I sit there
You
and
ain't never not got an answer.
Bro,
but this is
wildin',
but I want to
You
be
never
clear.
not got
I want
an
to be
answer.
very clear. I'm able to see through the gray area of both of your stories. I can hear the truth within your story of how you're feeling and what you could perceive to be the truth, and I can also see it for you as well. And so there's an underlining level of where there's been toxic and no trust in all of this, no matter what,
Exactly.
from both parties. Now, where that started, I haven't been able to figure out. But what I think is interesting is that for me, you felt as if you had this sort of like, that you knew from the beginning, like you said you have these dreams, that you just knew that this was coming in. And so I need to understand to you, if you felt like you had this, or you think these dreams are silly?
Huh?
You thought these dreams were silly?
Man, that's bogus, because the first time she ever said something about me being a ain't was when her ex-husband told her I wasn't gonna be.
Well,
do
he
this and
told
do that
me.
and do this.
He told me. He said he ain't gonna treat you.
Y'all-
He gonna
y'all-
treat you like.
But-
and he ain't
but
gonna be
listen
no
to her
good
say-
to you.
listen to
And
her-
come to
listen
find
to her
out, you
story.
were.
Jeffrey, I'm gonna take a break. I want you to be able to have a moment. I'm gonna have you go back to your green room. I'm gonna have you take a moment, calm down. I need to take some moment. I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna come back and talk to you, okay? We're gonna take a quick moment to separate. Come on up on stage. Come on up on stage. Yeah, come on up. Everybody, welcome back to the show.
This psychic medium will expose a secret.
She just showed me that your family did not want you with this man.
But what will be exposed when two phones are unlocked?
Is that true?
Yes, because I didn't tell anyone.
We were broken up
Tell
as
the
she
truth.
claims.
Thank you.
But yet our conversation went something like this. We were still trying to get back together around that time.
So you were apart. You saw some man in her house.
So-
after she said you found somebody in the house, did she delete you from the account?
Yeah.
You left those messages there for me, so I
But
left
ain't-
that video there for
but
you to
ain't-
see.
bruh,
And you saw it. Did you feel good when you saw it?
You said, did I
You didn't
feel
feel
good?
good when you saw it, did you?
Jeffrey, I'm gonna have you take a moment, calm down. I need to take some moment. I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna come back and talk to you, okay? I'm gonna tell everyone here. So when I heard your story and about this dream, I thought it was very interesting, and I didn't know too much about what was going on. But what I do understand is that when we have connections to family members can sometimes be the guide that we need
This
to be
lady
able
raised
to.
me.
She raised you.
This lady raised me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It can sometimes be the guide we need to get out of toxic situations or wake ourselves up or get us back on the right track. So I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I actually have a close friend. His name is Matt Frazier. He's a psychic medium. He's actually here in the audience today. And I invited here because for me, I believe there's discernment I have about emotions, but I think there's people who have more of a spiritual discernment. And I think sometimes a combination of both allows somebody to really have clarity. Matt, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for being here.
I called you and said, he lives 2 hours away, and I was like, can you get up here, please? And so you got up here so quickly, so I appreciate that. I wanted you to be here because I thought that was very interesting that, like she's saying, I'm getting this message. And I think sometimes those messages are also reminders, but I want to hear from you, what is your thoughts and feelings? Come on up on stage. Come on up on stage. Yeah, come on up. Everybody, welcome Matt to the show.
Well, first of all, it's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So first of all, dreams are really interesting because dreams could be our fears or anxieties talking when we're sleeping, but it could also be a doorway to receiving messages from our loved ones.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting is that when it truly is a spirit message coming to us, it'll keep happening again and again and again and again until we go and we pay attention to it, which is the reason why that you were led here. And I'll tell you right now, when I'm here with you, this was a spirit visitation. This was your grandmother.
Okay.
And the first thing that I have to tell you is that she's really strong around you. The moment I'm connecting with her soul, I see her right behind you. And she's also showing me when I'm connecting that she raised like everybody else's kids here in this world. When I'm speaking to her, she shows me that she always had children around her. And she says, Matt, I didn't always say things, but I always listened. And she shows me that when she was here, she had her eyes on everything. And she says, you could not pull the wool over my eyes here in this world.
And she always told me that.
She says to me this. She says, first of all, she's been coming to you in a dream for a reason. Because she says to me that you love hard. And she says to me that when you get into a relationship, you give it all that you possibly can. But what's really tough is that she shows me that this person that you're with, unfortunately, isn't going to give you what you need within life. She just asked me to hold your hand. She just said to me this, when I'm connecting with her, she says, you have no idea how much I love and care about you. And I think of you every day. She says that you are always the sensitive one. She shows me you being like a rough, tough cream puff. Like on the outside, you try to pretend like nothing bothers you. You try to pretend like you've got it together. She says, but on the inside, when I'm connecting, she shows me that you're always, always, always insecure. And she's telling me this relationship is causing you to be insecure. And can I be honest? Can I tell you everything? Can I be real with you? She just showed me that when you first got into this relationship, that your family did not want you with this man. And she says to me that you had to make a choice between your own family and with him. And you chose him over your family. And she says to me that the reason why she's coming through to you is she wants to let you know that it's not too late. Because you feel like this is your fate, this is your destiny. Like you have to stay with this man, you have to stay in this relationship. And your grandmother's saying that now is the time for you to go and to make your decision. Because you have time to repair things with your family. You have time to repair things with everybody around you. And she says you did not go and burn that bridge, and she needs you to know that. Your family's always gonna be your family. They're always gonna be there for you.
Okay.
But you feel two ways. She says to me that you are feeling on the inside that not only did you burn that bridge, but also at the same time that if you go back to your family, that they might not accept you again after what had happened. And you also feel that you've given so many years into this relationship. What now? What if you don't find love again? What if you can't find love?
I saw you starting to get emotional when he said that about the disconnect from your family. Is that true?
Yes.
It is. So what was making you emotional right there?
Because I could cry.
It's okay. Can you give her a tissue?
I went through it with my son about Jeffrey. To the fact that I haven't spoke to my son in almost a year.
Wow.
I have a grandson. I haven't seen my grandson in over a year.
Wow.
So can I just say, your grandmother's saying that you're giving up on so much of your life right now, worried about him. You're worried about checking his phone, looking to see if he's cheating, what he's doing, where he's going, and you could be helping to raise that child. You know, what's so beautiful is your grandmother tells me that you gave her a second chance at life here in this world, that when you came into her life and she helped raise you, that you gave her a whole new reason to live, a whole new reason of happiness, a whole new way to love, and you're missing out on that in your own family right now. Because you're worried about this relationship and you're afraid of being alone. Wow. And your grandmother's saying that she's coming through to you in that dream because she knew that she was your most trusted person. And you knew that your grandmother would be someone that would tell you the truth, that would be honest, and also, she also knows that you'll listen to her.
She didn't sugarcoat anything.
This is, by the way, why I love Matt. Because, seriously, the fact that he's hit on something from his gifts that you have left your family, your son. You're not disconnecting. This is big.
It is.
This is big. This is big.
And I just want him to respect the sacrifices that I made, and I can't get that from him.
Yeah.
I can't get that from him.
Yeah. Matt, I want you to stay with us. Will you stay with us? I want you to say, I'm going to have you go back because I'm going to call him back out. But I want you to stay with it, right? You'll stay?
I'm going to stay. Yeah, because I don't want to get an ass whooping, so I'm going to go sit down.
Stay with us. We'll be right back again.
A secret was just exposed.
Because I didn't tell anyone.
Now 2 phones will be unlocked,
You all want to unlock each other's phone, correct?
and you won't believe what happened.
How you call me and ask me for sex, bro? You
lie.
capping, bro.
When I heard your story about this dream, I thought it was very interesting. I actually have a close friend. His name is Matt Frazier. He's a psychic medium. Come on up on stage.
Can I be real with you? She just showed me that when you first got into this relationship, that your family did not want you with this man. And she says to me that you had to make a choice between your own family and with him. And you chose him over your family. And she says to me that the reason why she's coming through to you is she wants to let you know that it's not too late.
It's interesting because like I said again, me knowing my training and what I can do here on Earth and what he just provided, we're speaking the same language. But what the insight he just gave me that I would have never known is
Because I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, is you giving up this relationship. And that for me lets me know I think it's time we should get to giving you the answers why y'all came here of unlocking these phones. Hey. So Jeffrey, we just had a conversation out here, and we got some more information about y'all's relationship. Again, like I told you before, I understand the lack of trust, the lack of hurt on both of your ends, and you all want to unlock each other's phone, correct? You all want to see what's going on. If the other person is cheating, you have very specific questions. So I think it's time to unlock the phone.
Is that what you want?
Cenquetta, we unlocked your phone. Is there anything in this phone that you think that you need to share with him now before we open this so we can understand if there's a possibility for y'all to move forward?
No, not really, because when we got here, before we got here, me and Jeffrey, he know what the plan was supposed to be. You know, we were supposed to get whatever we were supposed to get done, and we were supposed to go our separate ways.
So that was the plan after this, is hopefully if there's something on this, to break up?
That was the plan, but like I told her prior to that, like, look, I care about you, bro. I'm not trying to keep going through knowing people, bro. I've been with her for damn near 6 years.
Yeah.
I know what you want. You still fail to realize what I want. I feel. I'm not saying she has, but I feel like that because every time I try to voice my opinion or voice my feelings, it's always, well, what about my feelings? What about this? And I'd be like, damn,
And
can
I've
you just hear
always
me and
said
understand?
that.
Listen, I caught that earlier. That's
Like,
why
damn,
I don't know
can
if
you
you
just
noticed.
understand?
I caught that behavior earlier, and that's why I took a moment to acknowledge, even though there was misbehavior on your part, I took a moment earlier to make sure you understood that I saw, then I could acknowledge your feelings. I caught it. You said, I'm telling you what I need from work, and she's calling aggravated. I caught it earlier. I saw it. So let's get to this. Let's figure out what's in here first. Jeffrey, you want to know if she is communicating with any other guys online since July of 2024. She said she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her entire apps and found that she is telling the truth. She is not communicating.
Cap, bro. Let me tell you how I know that's cap. Because I got the images in my phone. I didn't do what she did and sit all that bogus bull crap in about some past. I kept it
We don't
to
have
myself.
so when you all signed the information when you got here, and we take your phones, we took your phones and we give it to our investigator who goes through everything. We don't just take it off of what you're going through. We search all apps, we search things that are deleted, we search things that are in the cloud. We get all information. And we use it for the time period that you all are together. So my Unlock the Phone investigator searched her apps.
Call me.
Okay, Jeffrey, you also want to know if she was communicating with her ex after July 2024. That's what you want to know.
He ain't no ex.
Who is the ex?
She said she is not. Mine locked the phone. Investigators search her phone and says she is telling the truth. Okay.
Bro, cut it out, bro. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
That's my big issue with
got that already.
Jeffrey.
That's
Because you have
Let's
the
keep
evidence.
going. Let's keep going.
Now, when I tell
We're gonna
y'all
keep
about
going.
the security
We're going
system
to
and the
keep going.
camera.
Nah, bro.
We're gonna keep going.
I ain't
Jeffrey,
believing that,
you want
bro.
to know if she
Don't
had
care.
visited an ex at a specific location.
Didn't care.
She said she was not. Mine locked the phone. Investigators searched her GPS and found that she is telling the truth as well.
Cap, bro. Cap.
Jeffrey, Jeffrey,
Cap,
now
bro.
it's
Cap.
time to unlock your phone.
Yeah, yup. Unlock my phone.
All right, Cenquetta, you want to find out if Jeffrey has been communicating with other women.
Yup.
Jeffrey, you said you have not, correct? You said you have not.
Go ahead.
Or you just said now that you have?
Go ahead. Do what y'all doing, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. My unlock the phone investigators searched his text and found that he's not telling the truth.
Jeffrey's phone is unlocked next. Will this relationship survive or not?
But why?
Jeffrey, you're taking off your shirt and your microphone's not on, so no one can hear you. Either you're planning on leaving the stage or you're staying to have a conversation.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
It's time to unlock the phone. Cenquetta, we unlocked your phone. Jeffrey, you want to know if she is communicating with any other guys online. She said she is not. She is telling the truth. Jeffrey, you also want to know if she had visited an ex at a specific location. Unlocked the phone. Investigators searched her GPS and found that she is telling the truth as well. Jeffrey, it's time to unlock your phone. Cenquetta, you want to find out if Jeffrey has been communicating with other women.
Do what y'all doing, bro. Go ahead.
Unlocked the phone. Investigators searched his text and found that he's not telling the truth. He found 363 deleted text messages from other women from a week ago.
Okay.
Okay.
And?
You also want to know if Jeffrey is still communicating with women from his
Bro, I can
old
show-
job.
Bro, y'all is bogus.
He said he is not. My unlocked investigator searched his phone and found, again, he is not telling the truth. Our investigator found
like-
26 text messages between the two as recent as 7 days ago.
Oh, so that's why you keep at my top about I'm not doing this, and I hope you not doing that. That's why you at my top like that.
You just was asking.
But see,
your
this is a
so-called
repetitive situation
cousin,
for you. You do this all the time.
The dub,
You do this
remember
all
we
the
just
time.
Had this argument,
You
bro.
do this
the
all the
dub
time.
was in your junk where you sat there and you asked that man.
You do this all the
bro,
time.
That's why I'm sitting there saying y'all capping, bro, because she
So-
deleted a phone call from that she made to literally 3 minutes after she called me. How you call me and ask me for sex and then you call this right afterwards?
No, that's
Bro,
a
you
lie.
capping, bro.
That situation you talking about, that's before
Like
July.
I said, you can say what you
That
want
was
to
when
say.
we broke
When
up.
we broke up, that makes it
That was when
make
we
it
broke
easier.
up.
So just
That
because
was when
I
we broke
still
up.
was,
Yes.
so we was
That was
broken up
when
a
we
week
broke
ago.
up.
So what the text messages
That
mean
was
then?
when we
All
broke
right, we
up.
was broken up a week ago.
No, we wasn't.
Yes, we was,
No,
bro.
we
You wanna
wasn't. You
try
was
to
laying
get
in my
back
house
crib,
in my
nigga.
bed
So you also-
beside me
Hey,
a week ago.
No, I won't.
Cenquetta, listen. You also want to know if Jeffrey is meeting with the other women online. My unlocked the phone investigator searched his photos. He said he's not. He searched his photos and he found that he is not telling the truth. We found two sexually.
Nah, I know y'all capping, bro.
These are found two sexually explicit photos that he has recently
Oh
deleted.
yeah, she know that. She know is in my phone. What y'all talking about, bro?
But why?
She know that.
But why?
My is my phone.
But why?
It's my.
Now
Like I
we see
said,
where
bro.
all the insecurity come from. Now that's why he keep accusing me of
said, bro.
cheating. Y'all see what he doing, right? That's why you keep accusing me of cheating. That's why you keep accusing me of cheating. Because that's what you doing. Like I said, that's what you doing.
Jeffrey. Okay,
I'm
thank
cool,
you so much.
bro. I'm
Thank
cool.
you so much.
Like I said.
Yeah, I'm cool too.
Thank you so much.
I'm cool too.
Because like I told
You're
her.
taking off your shirt and your microphone's not on, so no one can hear you.
Well,
So the
like
thing
I
is,
said, I know how that goes.
I don't need a clap right now. I don't need a clap right
That's
now.
bogus, bro. That's bogus. And I'm gonna say it's bogus because how y'all gonna
So
tell
this
me
is what
y'all
we're
ain't
gonna
find
do.
that
This is
message,
what I need
that
to do.
phone call from that and her
I
phone,
would
her calling
love
that.
to
I
help
even
you
got,
all.
bro, y'all bogus, bro. That's how I'm telling y'all,
So
bro. Y'all bogus,
there's
bro.
only two things that can
Okay,
happen
y'all
here.
bogus.
Only two things can happen here. Either you're planning on leaving the stage or you're staying to have a conversation.
Bro,
Which
I
one are you
wanna,
doing?
like I told her, bro.
Do you want
like,
to stay and have a
what's up?
conversation? Do you want to stay and have a conversation or you leaving?
Bro, I ain't even doing that, bro.
Okay.
What's up? Tell me how bogus.
So we're gonna need somebody to help you with your mic.
I don't need no help. It's right there.
Come on, let's check it. So the unfortunate part is that what I want to acknowledge is that.
So y'all ain't found no explicit in her phone either? Y'all capping, bro. I got all that on my phone, bro.
What explicit you have of
so-
me in your phone?
Over,
you got
I'm not-
pictures
hey,
of
I'm
me
not-
in your phone?
I got a
Hey,
picture
I'm
of it. Look like
we're
you
not
getting
back
by
and
another.
You lying, bruh.
We're not going back and forth.
You lying.
Bro, get my phone, bro, so I can put that on blast like you Trisha.
You know what?
And if
Jeff,
that
Jeff,
is, you're not
Jeff,
the type of person
Jeff.
that hold no
I'm
information.
gonna
How
go
come I ain't been
ahead
heard
and
of
Remember,
this?
you ain't heard about
Jeffrey.
the dub
How come I
until the
ain't
other
heard
day.
about
You
this?
ain't heard about that.
How come I ain't heard
that
about
dub
this?
incident
Because
to
you
the
be
other day.
lying, bro.
You ain't heard about that
Jeff-
dub?
Jeffrey,
Bro,
go
which
get your
female
phone
you
call.
don't got a Don't sit here and tell her, bro, you trying to come over? We can't have sex because I got my grandkids.
Okay.
You can't do no hanky-panky because you got your grandkids? What are you talking about?
Jeffrey.
Then y'all sending eyes to each
Yes.
other. She gonna tell me the
yes.
eyes was asking,
Please, take
did
them
he
off.
see the message
Take them
yet?
off.
No, I ain't give a no message. Them eyes was for you to figure out where that was at and for him to figure out what you was at. This bogus. I'm going back to Richmond.
Why would you want to stay in something where you have to argue?
Will she keep trying to make this relationship work?
Your job for a man that is broken is not to fix him because all he will do is break you.
Don't miss her incredible decision next.
He found 363 deleted text messages from other women from a week ago.
Oh.
You can say what you want to
was when
say.
we broke
When
up.
we broke up, that makes it,
That was
that
when
make
we
it
broke
easier.
up.
We was broken up a week ago.
No, we wasn't.
Yes, we was,
No,
bro.
we
You want-
wasn't.
So y'all ain't found no explicit in her phone either? Y'all capping. What the is you talking about? This bogus.
That was one of the most exhausting display of gaslighting I've ever seen.
But see, when I try to
No,
prove
no,
that
no,
I'm
no,
not,
no, no,
I'm being
because you
faithful,
engage
that's
in
what I
it
go
as well.
through.
You engage in it as well.
I do.
And that was more what's exhausting for me. Because the thing is that what I've tried to do in this moment is, first of all, before he went into this narcissistic tirade. Where he was trying to gaslight everyone inside of here, trying to use bravado and standing up in order to intimidate us into assuming that his behavior is not bad. Those tactics fall for someone else. We don't fall for that. And what I love about people watching this show, though I express these things and teach you what's happening, so if this is happening in your own life, you can acknowledge the behavior and learn from it and not fall for it. All of that was a display of showing you like, oh, let me keep switching the topic from what is at hand, which is I've exhibited bad behavior, I am doing things that are bad, and I'm going to keep trying to manipulate you into saying that you're equally doing bad behavior. But what I said again is what I hope you could have modeled here for people at home, because I believe it's within you, even with the self-esteem issues that I understand that you have right now, because that is a key piece that's keeping you in this, is that why would you want to stay in something where you have to argue? Right. Why would you want to stay in something where you have to do that?
Right. Well, I got
I
my
asked you
answers
several
down.
times. No, I'm going to go back to this because I like to take people's own words. I asked you several times, why are you staying in this? The first thing you said to me is that I stayed in this because he had other bad relationships and I wanted him to know that it is my job to show him that some relationships are good. And let me teach you and teach everyone else out here. If a man says he's been in bad relationships and he doesn't trust women, it is not your job. It is his job to do the work to believe in women again. It is his job to heal. It is not your job to show him, you can trust me, because the issue doesn't come from you. The issue came from his past. So the issue that he had from his past, you can stay with him for 40 years until you blew in the face trying to show him, look, I'm here for you, and he will never believe it or receive it.
Right.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your job for a man that is broken is not to fix him because all he will do is break you. Do you understand? What are you going to do in this
I said,
situation?
I'm out.
You're going to be out.
I'm out. I'm out.
I believe it. Because at the end of the day, your grandma was in your dream, but she sent you here so I could wake you up.
Yeah. And I'm woke. I thought I told you.
Okay, listen to me, my friends. Thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all. Come give me a hug.